All right. Those of you who are in the room, in the house, appreciate you coming out. And the purpose of this meeting is to take the Part 2 test for NSAA, NFHS. Referees, this is not mandatory to take to be playoff eligible, but encourage your crews. It looks really, really good when all 5 officials on your crew have shown that they're approved instead of, or is it certified? Certified instead of just approved. So come quarterfinals, semifinals, to get into that mix of being in future semifinals and state championships, the more consistent you are being certified all across the board, the better it is. So I do have up here Nebraska School Activities Association. I think we have over 30 new officials in NSAA this year in the Omaha area, so they might not know how to get to this portion. So that's why I started here. So officials login. We're going to sign in, and then we are going to go to online test. And then we are going to go to, are we good? Football, where is closed book test? Part 2 test, there it is. Part 2 test, football, and then we have to get a 35 out of 50. All right, so that's our goal here today. Those of you, as we're going through this, you see we have 60 minutes to complete these 50 questions. And then as we go, these are going to be in different order when you open up your test. So like if you open up your test right now, you got 60 minutes, but your questions aren't going to be in the same order. So the best thing is take notes, some key words. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go around the room. If we have a true disagreement, we'll talk about it real quick, but then we'll write down questions that we want to revisit before the time expires. That way, everybody who is here passes, and everybody who reviews the video passes. So number 1, a foul during a try is not paired with a dead ball foul to create a double or multiple foul. And I know that's going to be in Rule 3. A dead ball foul, which occurs in the time interval after down has ended and before the ball next snapped or free kicked. And then it's not going to be paired with
It's not paired.
Okay, so a foul during the try is not paired with the dead ball foul to create the double. So I'm going to say false, because double is a 1 or more live ball fouls. And multiple fouls is 2 or more live ball fouls on by the same team. So I'm going to say foul during try is not paired with a dead ball foul to create. I'm going to say true because it's not paired.
Yep, not paired.
Okay, not paired. Okay. We'll see if they're all this difficult. 216 is the rule reference there.
I got it.
All right, Zach, go for it.
A kick does not end when a player gains possession or the ball becomes dead while not in player possession. A kick does become dead, so false.
All right, false. That's where we toss our beanbag once it does get possessed by a player. Go for it, Matt.
A forward pass has gone beyond the neutral zone if at any time during the pass some part of the ball is beyond the neutral zone. True. No. A forward pass has gone beyond the neutral zone. At any time some part of the ball is beyond. The whole ball has to be beyond that. I'm going to go false.
All right, it is false. It has to be the whole ball. So when in doubt, all right, we are going to call it a forward pass. All right. And then when it comes to early blocking downfield for OPI, when it comes to ineligible linemen downfield on a forward pass that crosses the neutral zone, we want it clearly past the neutral zone. So when in doubt, it's at the neutral zone. So the early blocking is legal. Ineligible lineman downfield is legal because it's at the neutral zone. All right, who's got the speaker now? Go for it.
When a player on defense uses a hand or arm, the hand may not be in advance of the elbow at the time of the contact or at the shoulder or below unless the opponent squats, ducks, or submarines. True?
So when a player on defense, is it 2-3-6? That's where I'm at right now.
The hand may not be in advance of the elbow. So it would say that you can't stick your hands out in front of you.
So it's not may not, it
May not.
must be in advance of the elbow.
Oh, okay, so you must have extended out.
All right, so the answer for 4 is false because of the rule 236 says must, not may not. Explain that to a coach on your judgment of defensive holding. Please don't. All right, Chad.
Items that are attached to the tooth and mouth protector that do not serve a purpose and function in protecting the teeth or mouth will not be allowed starting in 2026. True.
All right. 2020. So 2026 is the mouthpiece one, and then the arm sleeves is 2027.
Yeah. Oh, was it Chad? I'm so sorry. Right here.
All right, so that is true.
What? Okay, because it is 2026
Yep.
next year, right? Okay.
Yep, next year. All right, Derek, go for it.
If a substitute or placed player influences the play, is illegal participation. I say true.
All right, and you would be correct. If they do not influence the play, we'll go illegal substitution. They do influence the play, illegal participation. All right, Mr. Moore.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Catching is always preceded by touching the ball. Thus, if touching causes the ball to become dead, securing possession of the ball has no significance. Let's see. Let's see. Touching causes the ball to become dead. Secure. I'll say true. I'll go with true.
50-50 shot.
That is true. Rule 242, page 29. All right, so 242, page 29. I am trying to think of a play off the top of my head that covers this rule, and I can't think of one, so my apologies there. All right, but 242, number 7 is true. Oh, we almost had this last week. Dr. Porter?
The referee's decision to forfeit a game is final. I'm going to go true.
And I'm going to try to confirm that. Does anyone have anything different than that? I'm going to go true as well.
I believe we've had that before.
Yeah.
It's been true before.
Okay.
A player is no longer defenseless once the player's physical position and focus of concentration no longer makes the player especially vulnerable to injury. Is that true?
I have that as true as well. Any disagreements there? All right, so that one was 232.16, and then a bunch of categories there. Cliff, number 10.
State association may not establish guidelines to use a running clock when a point differential is reached. I would say false.
That is false. The state association can. So like in NSAA, if you go to the NFHS rulebook for the mercy rule, we don't have a mercy rule in the NFHS book. You have it at the NSAA website, our 35-point mercy rule, second half. Save and go to next section. JD.
When a forward fumble goes out of bounds or is ruled out of bounds between the goal lines, the ball shall be returned to the spot of the fumble. And I've got true.
That is true. New rule this year. And remember, the field of play is anywhere between the goal lines. So there was sessions week 1 and week 2. The offense fumbles it into the end zone back.